Hey guys, Paul from Ashen Phoenix. This is new comic book day for the week of June 23rd. We're getting started right now. This episode brought to you by shirts. Because, you need a shirt.
Well, we should really get some better sponsors on here.
The whole point of the sponsorship thing is so that way eventually when we actually do get sponsors, it won't be a jarring thing like, oh my god, suddenly I have a sponsor. So like half of these things have always, shirts don't actually sponsor us. The comic book store doesn't actually sponsor us. So it's like that thing. So that like someday it'll be like, oh shit, that's a real sponsorship.
I'm just saying you should try to get a sponsorship.
We need more of you to go and like, share, and subscribe.
Hey guys, how you doing? Tim from Capes and Scowls, the comic book store, Team Ashen, all over the place. Like, subscribe, all that crap. Do that. Let's talk about trades. Let's talk about Star Wars Darth Vader Volume 2. They're just cranking these out. I love how creepy some of this art is. Star Wars stuff has been phenomenal. We got Miles Morales. This is a condensed, more, not quite digest size. But this collects Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man 1 through 12. Very good way to get those issues, because I think those Ultimate Editions are all back-ordered everywhere, because why wouldn't they be? Dune, House Atreides. We talked about this, I think. Which one of us read it?
Pretty sure you read it.
I read it. Good for me. This is the first hardcover. If you like Dune or you want to check out their world, this is a good place to start. John Walker, U.S. Agent. I wonder if this got a lot more as Falcon and Winter Soldier came out. People were... Think so?
Mostly, but you got much more traction.
I think they did a really good job with him on there.
Yes.
I think he was good. We've got King in Black, Return of the Valkyries. We talked a little bit about this one. This was a pretty cool story. I enjoy a lot of the Valkyrie stuff that has been going on. I liked was it Jason Aaron or Al Ewing? One of them guys did a really good job with Valkyrie. We've got Angel and Spike, Volume 2. Hey, it's Zach Thompson. I've never been a Buffy guy. I'm sorry. I can't tell you nothing about it. We got Transmetropolitan. This is book 5 of the re-release. Just a strange book, but it's always towards, if you like the Watchmen-y kind of stuff, it's always recommended. The V for Vendetta, the Vertigo kind of stuff. And finally, we got Ice Cream Man, Volume 6. This book is so damn weird. It really is an enjoyably weird book. I think this one has the Pandemic special in it as well. Could have totally looked at that beforehand. You know what? I don't even know. Doesn't matter.
All right, first up, we have Spawn Universe issue number 1. I love this cover, and that's about it. It's Spawn. For an issue that's supposed to be kind of like introducing us to the world of Spawn, the universe of Spawn, you really need to read a lot of Spawn to kind of understand anything going on in this book. I have not read Spawn since like issue 20 or 30, somewhere around there. So we're talking like 1990s, 3, 4, 5, somewhere around there. Some ungodly long time. A lot has changed, and this feels kind of stale, like it's still 1992 kind of Spawn. So I don't know. If you like Spawn, I'm sure there's plenty in this book. The art is pretty damn good. The writing, not so much. But it's up to you guys. If you like Spawn, I'm sure you will love this Spawn. If you don't like Spawn, there's nothing in this book that you're going to care about. So, up to you if you want to grab it.
All right, I'm going to start now, but I want to preface this again. All 3 of my books were pretty good this week, and it was very difficult to choose which one was the best. Really hard. Really hard. It was really hard, Paul.
Not for me.
Well, that's good, I guess. Gamma Flight, issue 1. If you've been following Immortal Hulk, there's been references to a lot of what has happened with these characters. If you haven't followed it, you could still jump in. Essentially, it's a little bit Alpha Flight, it's a little bit Hulk. And it is, it's a weird team. It's Doc Sasquatch, Titania, Absorbing Man, Puck, and a couple other characters that are kind of weird to explain if you haven't been watching or reading this. But essentially, you have a team that is just trying to do some good stuff and not get shot by the government. The government keeps trying to shoot them. But there is a pretty cool reveal. I like where this story is going. If you're kind of enjoying all the weird Gamma stuff that they've been doing with Immortal Hulk, I think this is a good, awesome side thing to jump into. So definitely check this out.
Next up, we have Shadecraft issue number 4. A lot happens in this book, and I don't want to get spoilery because I got yelled at last week for being spoilery. So anyway, Zaddy and her brother are parting ways in this issue, and that's about all I could do about this issue. There's a lot that happens here. A lot of revelations are going on. A lot of the allegiances that you think are happening are not, or are happening in different ways, and this has been a really fun series. There's really not a lot I can say in it because
How's the art?
The art is fantastic. I love the art of this book. The writing's been solid the entire way through. It's really taking you to places that you did not expect to happen, and I like that. I like that there are surprises seemingly in every issue. Not the weird cliffhanger, like spoiler kind of stuff, but like the fun, matter-of-fact things that all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, that's so important to the story. And that's how this goes. So you should grab it.
All right, this would have been my pick of the week. This was so close. I have to really tell you this was very close. Any other week, this would have been the pick of the week. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. Stray Dogs, final issue of this original series, issue 5. The Don Bluth art style is still so good. This is all action as the dogs are having their final confrontation with their evil master. And what I really liked about this book is the dogs have a very, very short-term memory. And them trying to work together when they can barely piece things together has been super good. This is a violent issue. Really just, there's a lot happening here. Some of it will make you sad, some of it will make you angry and happy. You're going to have a mix of emotions here. But you will get a conclusion, and there will be more at some point. So that's very exciting. I love this book. I reviewed every issue, and I pretty much don't do that. So if you enjoy this, I think, somebody who wants something different that's like horror, but like it's cutesy horror. I don't know. That's like a thing people want now. Right, Paul?
I guess.
People love cutesy horror.
I mean, Little Nightmares is that.
Sure. I was surprised by this book, and I loved it, and I went along for the whole ride. So thank you to the creative team for just being awesome. People need to be awesome, Paul. You know what I'm saying?
And my pick of the week is Good Luck issue number 1. This is such an interesting story. So this basically takes place approximately 30 years back in this little town called Little Kentucky, where we did not know the whole concept of good luck and bad luck. And then it turns out good luck and bad luck are gods, and have always been kind of off in the little recesses of the world, kind of giving us good luck and bad luck. Well, one day they decide we're going to go pop out and touch each other. And that sets off this crazy new science and new planet. And then it takes place many, many years in the future where luck is completely and totally quantifiable. And the only way to try to go back and fix that is to find these 4 people who are called the Unfortunates, are people that are blessed with 0 luck. They're the unluckiest people in the world and are the only ones that can save the world. And how are they going to do that? I can't tell you. There's a lot of very interesting things that they do to kind of offset some of the bad dice rolls that they've had. It's really, really interesting. The art is beautiful in this. It's so interesting, vibrant colors and things like that. The writing is solid, and there are some really interesting twists and turns in this book, and you should definitely grab it. I was not expecting this. This was like, what are we going to read? And I was just like, this. I like the art on the front cover, and then it turns out that the art is throughout the entire book, and I love that when the front cover is exactly what you get on the interior cover, much not like this. So yeah, check out Good Luck. It is an amazing series. I can't wait for more.
All right, so pick of the week time, and Stray Dogs is pretty violent, but what won over it? A lot more violence, like a lot more. Vinyl issue number 1. I remember hearing a lot of buzz about this. I had personally ordered it into my bin, and I'm one of those guys that orders a thing in the previews and then completely forgets everything about it. I was like, I don't know, it must be good. I ordered it. So I read it. Essentially what you have is a supposed serial killer who does a lot. He plays vinyl while he murders people, and certain character is trying to get on his good side. He works with the FBI, and he's trying to entrap him in a way. Well, maybe not entrap him, but he's trying to, find out if he was at certain places at certain times. It starts very lovely and turns quite awful. It is gruesome. It is very, very gruesome. The art is awesome and bloody. There's blood and severed body part. I want you to know how bad and gruesome this will be in case this is not your cup of tea. And I remember when I ordered this, I was like, I forget who did this, but it was somebody I like. It's the people who did Plastic, which I loved. I couldn't believe a screwy concept like that was so good. This is also an interesting offbeat kind of idea. Loved it. I'm probably going to love it as much as I love Plastic. So if you like brutal horror as opposed to just cute horror, I don't think that guy's cute. No, brutal horror. This is my pick of the week. It's going to be wild. Hey, buckle up. It's going to be wild. All right, guys, that is it. Thank you for checking everything out. Not much going on, although you can head over to Team Ashen's Twitch channel. You can see Justina. What's she playing?
Little Nightmares right now.
Little Nightmares. That's great. We mentioned that a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Little Nightmares, if you'd like to sponsor this episode, well, I guess the next episode, let me know. Shoot me an email that just says, "Hi, I'm a Little Nightmare." That's how this works, right?
Weird stuff now.
That's fine. It's not fine. No, it's fine. Send me weird emails. Capes and Scowls podcast@gmail.com. Well, that email's burned. That's it. Thanks, everybody, and we'll be back next week, because that's what we do.
Yeah, we've kind of been doing this for like 5 years now.
It's been like 5 years, yeah.
Yeah. Very few times. I can count on one hand how many times we've missed outside of pandemic.
Yeah, we average maybe 1-2 times a year we miss it.
Yeah, and it's not like, we don't feel like it. It's more like one of us is dead, or snowstorm.
I've nearly died a bunch of times. I'm sorry.
Or massive snowstorm. We can't get books.
Yeah. UPS. They're against us. What can I say? That's it. Turn this off. I'm going to keep talking to them.
Sorry.
I don't want to talk to you no more.
Sorry.
It's over. Get the fuck out. It didn't work.